Before we get started, does anyone want to get out?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of Comixwatch. We got another review for you, and Jared, do you know what time it is?
It's Morphin time!
Triceratops!
Dragon Zord!
Of course.
There you go. There you go. We had to. As soon as you said, you know what time it is, this is the one time you've queued me up on something, and I was like, I know what to do now.
I was half expecting you to say, it's adventure time. I was half expecting you to be the little crap.
Yeah.
But no. We are reviewing a Powder comic, but this is a special one. Because...
And by the way, I almost said it's Morbin time.
I would have removed you from the stream. Or the recording.
Yes. So we're talking about Justice League versus Power Rangers, which is a pairing that I think goes together like peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, it's surprisingly good. Like
by Tom Taylor.
Yes, Tom Taylor, and art by Stephen Bryan, as you can see on it.
Mm-hmm.
And Jared has it pulled up, and he's gonna flip through this, and we're gonna do a review. So, okay. Jared, can you kind of go like a quick synopsis of the setup for this one?
Yeah. So basically, I'll actually just go to the first page. We might as well check that out. And so we see it. I like the way the story starts with like, it looks like post-apocalypse. And then it's like all the Power Rangers are there. And then Zach's like, it's all my fault. And this is not Zack Snyder. That's my obligatory Zack Snyder.
Imagine Zack Snyder directed this.
Yeah. Then Superman shows up. Now, interesting thing. This came out around the time that the worst initiative DC has ever done, DC Rebirth, was going on. That's why they have the Rebirth designs.
Oh,
yeah, that's why no one is in. That's why Superman is not with Wonder Woman and doesn't have the infinitely better Kryptonian battle armor.
Imagine Superman giving Tommy some advice about how to approach Kim. It's like, yeah, I date some wonderful women.
No, but Nick, do you know what the crossover when Superman and Wonder Woman were together? You know what that one was? That was Justice League He-Man. Which we should cover sometime because that is actually really cool.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah, but anyway, so the way this starts off is like Zach's like, this is all my fault and stuff. I led to like the destruction of Angel Grove, or as we think, the destruction of Angel Grove. And Superman's like, get up, we can do this together.
Yeah, one of the things I really like about this is they really integrate the two lores together, because like the lore of each IP is so wildly different, but they integrate it so well.
Yes, exactly. So then we cut to the past. Let's go back. It's a flashback. So then Zordon, Zordon summons the Rangers and goes Alpha 9 or Alpha 5, right? He is he's gone and Zordon can't see him, so he summons the Rangers and they all go looking for him. Zach finds him, brings him back to the command center. Turns out he's a bomb.
Oh no, some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.
Yes, exactly. Then Lord Zedd shows up with a bunch of putties, and it was basically a Trojan horse, and they fight. And what's cool is that what Zach does to get Zedd out, he grabs his arm and then he just teleports out, but the teleporter was damaged, hence explaining why he ends up in the DC universe. And my favorite part.
Could you go back 2 pages, please?
You mean here?
Yeah, I really love the morphing effects they do in this comic book. It looks really friggin' cool.
Yeah, hang on. Yeah, I like that as well. It's kind of like a nanotech before nanotech was overplayed.
In a sense, yeah. I mean, it's not really nanotech. It's more energy. It's an energy kind of thing.
But
yeah.
the effect is kind of
The concept is similar.
Yeah,
yes.
exactly. That's what I'm going for. But yes, I do love that and the way they do it with the book. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. So he teleports, and the first thing he does is he lets go of Zedd, and Zedd like falls out of the teleporter. This is kind of like Thor Ragnarok a little bit.
I know what you're referencing. Yeah.
Yes, and then he lands in the middle of. We don't know where he lands yet. The Rangers show up and they fight, and then again, see, it's Morphin time, all that, and then he fights Batman, and he thinks Batman's one of Zedd's monsters because he goes, no sane person would dress up like a bat.
I love this scene. Just keep going, Jared. Keep going. You're on.
And by the way, I love that Batmobile design, and I have always loved the Rebirth Batman suit with the gray and the yellow outline on the bat. And then what you didn't, this image doesn't really show that well. The inside of the cape is a little purple. This is kind of like regal.
Huh.
In that way.
Interesting.
So he fights Batman, and Batman's like, put the axe down. I don't want to have to fight you. And then the rest of the Rangers show up.
Oh, that is a beautiful shot right there. That's
look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I the coloring on this. That's the other thing that I will 100% kudos to the colorist on this book, because here's the thing with Power Rangers, color is a really, really, really big thing.
Yeah.
And he nails it.
Agreed. 100%. This could be a cover. Like, literally, it's so good.
Yeah, this could definitely be like a poster or something like that. I would put this on my wall. So he starts fighting the Power Rangers, and the Batman's like, okay, I could use some help. And then Flash is like, is Batman actually asking for help now? I love all the team dynamics in this book, too. That's the real highlight here. Taylor gets the dynamics of both teams really well.
Also, this confirms Batman cannot beat the Power Rangers solo. Suck it.
But he didn't have prep time.
Just go on.
So anyway, I love where he goes, Flash, where are you? Illinois, now Ohio, now closing. And then the Flash just disarms all the Power Rangers.
That's fair.
That's fair. And what's kind of cool is Batman's like, okay, these people likely are tough, so I can shoot rockets at them. So he shoots bat rockets at them.
Oh, but you can take it, can't you?
You can take, yeah, exactly. You could say Batman lives in a world of cardboard. I had to. By the way, I can't wait for that episode of Justice League Unlimited. That's gonna be a fun one. So she brings in the pterodactyl.
My favorite moment's coming up.
Oh, but by the way, I love how the Power Rangers, no matter what dimension they're in, can always bring in their Zords.
Yeah, I think they kind of explain it because like the teleporter tech, which fair enough.
That works. I just in that case, I understood, like, in other words, there was already lore established that explains that, so Taylor didn't have to like add stuff and go, don't worry about it. So yes, I love this part too. And even I love Flash. He goes, yeah, we're under attack, and Cyborg is like, can you describe this? And then Flash goes, I'm not quite sure how to say this. Batman's been taken by a flying pink dinosaur robot.
See, this has the same energy as, all right, what's he driving? It's a black tank.
At least tell me what it looks like. Never mind.
Oh,
I love that.
God. And my favorite line of this book is coming up. Trust me.
Oh, I know exactly the moment you're talking about. And yes, that is one of my favorites too.
Don't spoil it.
Actually, it's coming in right there. So I love where... So the Rangers are fighting Flash, and then Kimberly's carrying Batman away, and then Kimberly goes, guys, there's someone up here with me. Someone flying. Flying in what? Just flying in the air. He knocks on it, and then go ahead.
Zoom in.
Yeah.
On the last panel. I'm gonna read this. Miss, I'm gonna have to ask you to land your pterodactyl. Oh my God, I love that line because it's so ridiculous. It is so over the top, but somehow within the context of everything, it just works. I love it.
I love that. So then Jon Stewart shows up and he puts a lot like a force shield around the Rangers, but it's not enough. They summon their Zords, and then they start shooting stuff at Green Lantern. It's a big battle. Cyborg shows up. Everyone fights. Basically, it's an epic fight. And then I love where Kimberly goes, okay, everyone stand down. They're not bad. How do you know? I just had a very intense conversation. She's wrapping the lasso of truth.
Wonder Dactyl, anyone?
Moving on. She's a teenager, Nick.
But she's a teenager with attitude.
She's a teenager, Nick. Stop acting like this exists in the DCAU.
Why did I know you were going to go there?
Yeah, I knew it. I was like, I was thinking, should I make that joke? Ah, screw it. There you go.
You went for it, and God bless you, laddie.
Yes, thank you. So so now everyone like talks it out, which really, when you think about it, this story is kind of formulaic in the way that it follows the formula of every major crossover. Heroes fight, heroes stop fighting to team up, and then they team up against a bigger threat.
But I will say, it does actually make sense, like for both sides to fight, because they don't know each other, they don't know who each other are, and yeah, like this was going to happen. So like I'm a little more. I feel like the way like honestly, all it comes down to, like the way anything comes down to is execution. And I think they executed this comic book brilliantly.
I would love if Batman goes, "Oh yeah, I knew who you were. How did you know? Robin watches a lot of TV." You can't tell me that wouldn't be hilarious.
That wouldn't be the most absurd thing ever, because Marvel Comics exists in the DC universe.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, okay, there you go. And I love how DC and comics exist in the Marvel universe. I love how they do that. So where was Zedd? Well, he teleported into a city, and the thing about it, he's very, very tiny. He's in a Brainiac shrunken city. I love his escape. He breaks one of those growing orbs, and he does the whole make my monster grow thing. And he just breaks out. And Brainiac was like, fascinating. Right, I love that design for Brainiac.
Yeah,
and then I love sometime later, they didn't even show you the conversation. Eventually, they decide, hey, let's team up. Because here's the thing. Yeah, go ahead.
If we're going to do this, we have to... Meanwhile, the Legion of Doom.
Yes, exactly. So Zedd goes, hey, wait a second. How would you like to take a city from another dimension? And Brainiac is like, that is entirely logical. By the way, you know who I always thought would make a good Brainiac before he died? Leonard Nimoy. He would basically be Spock, but Brainiac.
That is a stroke of, like... So, you know how they were going to make a Superman movie in the 90s with Nick Cage and Brainiac?
We have to talk about that on a stream one time.
Imagine if they casted Leonard Nimoy as Brainiac.
I'm telling you, dude, he could do that.
Because Leonard Nimoy was still active in the late 90s. Like, he very much could have played Brainiac then.
Yeah, and you can't tell me that Spock as Brainiac would not work.
Oh,
because that's basically who Brainiac is, except without the human half.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's their plan. They decide to team up, and then Zedd goes, okay, so I need the monsters in your little collection. So because I kind of have a thing. I fight teenagers with attitude with giant monsters.
And we thought Bruce Timm was a creep.
Nice.
That was for you, Jared.
Thank you.
For you.
So then the world's attacked by giant squids. And I love the panel breakage of this. The panel like breakup of the layout of this.
Yeah, it's really cool. Very inventive. I think it's a 2-page spread.
Yeah, it is
done very well. Like this comic is they know what they're doing.
Yeah, so the Justice League and Power Rangers obviously team up. They hop in the Zords, and then we get like the Justice League reserves. So we get like Starfire, Beast Boy, Shazam, Aquaman, and Mara, who's not pooping the bed, Black Canary, and Green Arrow. I see. I had to make that joke because I knew you were gonna make it, so I figured I'd beat you to the punch.
At least you didn't beat me to the chopped off finger. So
Yeah, exactly. So they hop in the Zords and they go fight Brainiac, but the damnedest thing happened. The Zords are taken over by Brainiac.
Oh no!
Which
Oh,
I saw
no.
coming in a good way, because I'm like, yeah, it makes 100% sense. Why wouldn't Brainiac go for the Zords? And he takes their power coins as well. So now the
wait, Jared.
You didn't see that coming?
Well done. Now let me tell you this. You said here's a fantastic image. Look at that.
The framing of that is like excellent. I gotta say.
Yeah, and then they save all the kids and the Zords to teleport out, and now they have to deal with like, okay, so now we don't have any Zords, now we don't have any powers, and they decide here's how we're gonna get back to the Power Rangers dimension, because that's where Brainiac and Zedd went. We're gonna take the CERN Super Collider. Well, first we're gonna borrow it, and I love where they go. How are you gonna convince? I love how Cyborg goes. Someone has to ask the scientists very nicely. Really? You guys can just ask for something like this? And then Batman goes, well, I can't, but he can.
And you know what? Yes, in the DC universe, yes, this is how this would happen. Like I could totally see this happening. Like in the DC universe, Superman flies down and says, "Hey, I love what you're doing here. I need to borrow this for about 5 minutes to do something." Yes, please, Superman, please.
Yeah, exactly. So then everyone gears up. And what's cool, they need an anchor to like lock on to like the Power Rangers universe. So they use Tommy's dagger, which he still has.
I will say that is a bit of a plot hole because like
Me too.
Because Tommy normally doesn't have his dragon dagger outside of being morphed. So it's a little weird, honestly.
Plus by that logic, Kimberly should like have her bow.
Yeah, they all should have their weapons.
Which I'm like, oh, okay, that's one ding I'll give you. And so Superman and Wonder Woman team up to have a power lifting contest, and I love this exchange. Are you ready? Oh, of course I'm ready. I'm lifting next to my lady.
Man, the tension is so strong. Those two should really hook up.
Yeah, I know. It's not. I can't believe DC has never done that. I'm sure it'd be a comic book that would sell almost 100,000 copies, and then someone would complain about it on Twitter.
It would really be the power couple. Which, by the way, if you ever get to have your comics do a Justice League crossover, know
I'm doing that.
Right. No, you've got to write a scene where Athena and Atlas go on a double date with Superman and Wonder Woman.
Well, first I would have a scene when Atlas goes to Superman because Superman is currently with Lois, and I'm like, you're married to her? When he points to Wonder Woman, she's right there. Yeah, I would use it to always poke fun at Lois because she's a very pokeable character. So they take the CERN Collider and send it into space, and Green Lantern, being an architect, knows where to reinforce it so it doesn't like break apart. And in space, yeah. So they all fly to the Power Rangers dimension, and then they find Brainiac has like begun the shrinking process. They land, and yeah, you see the entire city is shrunk, and the Justice League are like, okay, so what do we do? So Batman's like, okay, before we do anything, yes, everyone needs some type of armament. So he gives Jason
and somebody get this guy a shield.
Yes, exactly. That works. Did you see that meme after Civil War? That was that trailer. But when it gets to Ant-Man, it goes, and someone get this man orange slices.
Jared.
Hey, blame the memers, not me. So anyway, I love how this is awesome.
This Kimberly scene is my second favorite moment. Like, scroll up.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Wait, hang on.
They basically justify the boxing glove arrow.
Yeah, if you want to punch someone, but really far away.
And I just wish Ollie was here. It's like, this lady gets it.
There was this funny scene where like Prometheus takes over the Watchtower, and at the time Oliver Queen was dead and Connor Hawke was on the Justice League, and the only thing left is a boxing glove arrow. So Connor goes, "Boxing glove arrow, Dad, you're gonna be the death of me."
Turns out to be, oh, okay. No, we're not done with that page yet. We're not done with that page yet, brother. We just gotta marvel at like the DC shadow. We gotta go give the shots. Like, so Tommy is wearing Lex Luthor armor, correct?
Yeah, which makes sense.
And then
it's green.
Trini is Katana. Jason is using the Red Hood armor, and Kimberly is using a bow, and the Hawk Girl mask, and then also Jason is using the Sword of Azrael.
I love how it all corresponds basically to their Ranger personality.
And then Billy, I think, is using the Knight armor, like Knight and Squire. Prometheus. And then Zach, is he just using like Nightwing armor or whatever?
He's just using, Nightwing's mask. That's all Batman had left was like Nightwing's domino mask. Everyone gets badass armor and weapons, and Batman just hands him a domino mask. He goes, "Hey, I didn't have a lot of time."
But he does get a really cool axe, for sure, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, right there. So the plan is for Superman to distract Brainiac while the other team breaches the ship because they have to find Angel Grove. So they fight. And then what's interesting, Brainiac takes over Cyborg.
Oh, no.
I'm like, why would you bring Cyborg onto a Brainiac ship?
Yeah, it's I
and
love
then
that.
At the very least, everyone gets their power coins back. So they all
not everyone, because like only Zach and Billy were on this mission.
Oh yeah. So they fight, and then Billy stabs Cyborg through the chest, and everyone's like, "Oh no, Billy just killed Cyborg."
Oh yeah. Sorry, I can help it.
At NATO, I love where NATO's having this important meeting. Wonder Woman just walks in, and I love how she's walking, and the guys are trying to stop her, and they're being dragged behind her because she's like super strong.
I mean, you got to realize we're in the Power Rangers universe right now. They've never met a woman like her before.
Yes, exactly. But again, I just love this. They're like hanging on to her as she's just walking forward. It's not working. And they've been like, stop her. And she goes, please, there's no need for this.
I guess you could say she's not impressed.
Yeah, and then she like deflects. Yeah, exactly. But that's more Superman, but that's the idea. So then the Rangers show up and go, I know we look different, but I swear we're the Power Rangers. And we need you to help us out here.
Trust me, bro. Trust me,
bro. Exactly. And the League and the Rangers fight Zedd's monsters, which are these weird crab monsters. And they fight
a giant enemy crab.
What?
A giant enemy crab.
Yeah, exactly. And
attack its weak spot for massive damage.
Yes, exactly. And then what Batman manages to do, they reference Tower of Babel here. And he goes, okay, I implanted a subroutine in Cyborg that I could just reboot him. And then I love Superman goes, and does Vic know you could do this? Batman? And then Batman just goes, hold him still. Like completely deflects it.
He's like, yeah, you take that. I'll take that as a no.
Yeah, they reboot him. And then everyone, and then they find Alpha 5 because he was also taken.
I love this speech by Alpha. I love it so much.
Yeah, in other words, Alpha actually tries to talk down Brainiac.
All right, zoom in on Alpha stuff. I'm reading the speech.
Okay, hang on. All right.
What are you doing? And then you're Brainiac.
Preparing.
Because. Wait.
I am curious. You have achieved so much. Why would you choose to work with the Earthlings? So let me make sure there's not anything left. Okay, good. Go ahead.
Because I want to, I guess. They're good people doing good things.
That thinking seems flawed. Simple.
There's nothing wrong with being able to feel empathy, Brainiac. Only machines can't feel. You said you destroy planets and put cities in bottles.
I consume their knowledge. It becomes mine alone. I learn.
And then what? Because Wait, scroll down.
That's it.
Oh, because that all sounds a bit selfish. And thinking only of yourself isn't sentience.
It's
The speech he's about to do is great.
Go ahead.
We'll zoom in a little more, please. It's knowing you're not alone, and knowing is half the battle.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna read the alpha parts. Standing with others, having others who will stand with you, thinking of something beyond yourself. If you bottle lives, you're denying them a future. If you destroy their world, you don't gain their knowledge. You only gain a snapshot. You lose everything they could have been. You miss out on everything they've yet to learn. You halt their progress.
I am a 12th level intelligence Superman. I knew you'd come, and I have something for you. I saved this small piece of your world, Kryptonian.
This human race has such potential. What I like about this scene, it's like the classic like speech going on while battle, you know, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I love it. Okay. They have so many surprises to come. This is what I love. This is what that speech culminates in. Is he expected Superman, but he didn't expect that.
Mm-hmm. And they all but basically tear him apart. Hang on. Oh yeah, this speech is over. So they save Alpha 5.
Batman's like, I'm saving this for later.
Yeah, he's like, oh, thanks, Brainiac. I'll just pocket that. I have to. I have other contingency plans I need to make. So anyway, they get Angel Grove and they decide, okay, time to leave. So I love how Superman just drops down in the middle of this battle. He's like, he basically Henry Cavill lands and he's like, okay,
really rough on the knees. Really rough on the knees.
Yeah, really rough on the knees. And then he gives the other Rangers their coins back. And then what I love is then Lord Zedd he makes a giant monster, and Alpha 5 grows to fight the giant monster.
I love that. I love that so much.
Just look at that. Look at this image real quick here. Hang on. Look at this image.
Oh my god, this is why I love comic books. This is why I love the medium so much, brother.
Yeah, this is dope as hell. And he's still going, I love that. And then he's knocked down or something like that. And then what's cool is that they finally, first off, Brainiac shrunk the command center and put it around Zedd's neck as a trophy. That's so badass.
Yeah, that is definitely something Zordon Zedd would do.
And then Belly and Cyborg are examining Brainiac because they're trying to figure out a way to get control of the Zords. And then Brainiac tries to take over Cyborg. That fails. And then they get control of the Zords back.
Leave it to an outside perspective to really figure the thing out.
And I don't know about you, Nick, but we need Megazord power.
Earlier when they tried to take the Power's weapons, they were
weapons are part of my religion.
Mm-hmm. And I love the way this scene was done. Zedd's about to stab Superman. Batman's about to dive in the way. And then the Power Rangers, Megazord shows up and knocks the sword away. Here's another kick-ass image.
Yeah, it's so good. So good.
And they grab the command center, tell Alpha, take this, and do not drop it. And then they beat the crap out of Zedd. And then I love when they're fighting, they're critiquing Zedd, saying, because Zedd lands a punch, and they go, was that supposed to hurt? You've never grown. You don't know your own strength yet. But we do. And they beat the crap. They savagely beat him.
It's like, I won't be needing this.
And then I love he's about to get away, and then Kimberly hits him with the boxing glove arrow.
Set up, payoff.
And then she
Setup,
goes,
payoff.
yeah, and she goes, okay, that was pretty much the most satisfying thing ever.
I know, right?
Green Oliver would be proud.
Oh my god.
And then I love this scene. So they're trying to regrow Angel Grove, but they're trying to like arrange it so it's in the proper space so it won't like have a big chasm. So they're like, okay, a little to the left, a little bit there.
Wait.
And I love how Flash is like, I'm pretty sure this is it. And then Billy's like, I'd like to be a little more scientific, please.
Wait, is Flash big himself?
No. It's perspective. It's perspective.
Okay, it just seems a little off to me.
Well, yeah. But remember, we have a very small Superman here.
All right, fair enough.
So then they finally regrow Angel Grove, which actually indicates that
Make my city grow.
Which is actually interesting because now they have the means to free the bottled city of Kandor. There you go. And then they go to the Juice Bar Mall, and then of course we have Bulk and Skull have to make an appearance because it's the Power Rangers, and I swear right now in my head is playing their theme song. There you go. Yeah, and I love how like my favorite thing. He goes, "Who's your friend?" And then Batman just mean mugs him, and he goes away. And then Kimberly's like, "That was great. He really does like intimidating new people."
That's the most Batman thing ever.
And I love where Batman is gonna get the bill, but then Zach goes, "You might not want to do that because our money doesn't have your precedent on it." And then Zordon sends the Justice League back to their world.
Wait. Scroll back. Scroll back a page. Like I've been meaning to say this, but like I love how they gave Superman a 5 o'clock shadow in this one.
I'm telling you, if they give Superman a beard, it would actually work for him. Which they did, by the way. And then we find out Alpha 5 was taken over by Brainiac. Setting up a potential sequel, and that's the story.
So this was really freaking good. Let's be honest.
Yes, they freaking nailed the Power Rangers part of this. They managed to merge the Power Rangers and the Justice League really well. By the way, if you want to see some of the variant covers, I'll share that right now.
Right.
So you can see this.
For myself, as far as ratings, I know I don't normally give 10 out of 10. And there are a few minor nitpicks, but honestly, just for the execution and because this is Power, like they literally combined two of my favorite things and they nailed it. 10 out of 10.
Awesome. But anyway, so we have this image is on the cover of the trade paperback. It's image 1. I like this one. It kind of like merges them together. And then we have, this. Then we find the Megazord, which lies because they never fight the Megazord.
Liar. Wait. I'm going to do it right.
Liar. Yes, thank you. Then we have this one, which is a mixture of Brainiac and Lord Zedd. I like this one, even though Brainiac does not look like that.
He could if you wanted to.
It's the skull ship. But I like this one. It's really playing with the colors, and that's even the Superman Reborn costume.
Yeah.
This I love because here's the thing. What's playing through my mind right now is the song that plays every time they summon the Zords, because that's what this scene would be if this were like an animated movie.
Well, no, I'd be having played Go-Go Power Rangers at this. So
yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Which I will say what you want about that more recent Power Rangers movie. When the Zords showed up, they played that music. And
also, fun fact, that's actually the music they played is actually the Power Rangers version from the 1996 movie.
And we have some art germ covers of Wonder Woman and Kimberly. He always draws fantastic women.
Yeah, I love the detail, especially around certain areas.
I love the detail around how he gives Wonder Woman actual muscle tone, but Kimberly not so much because she's still a teenager.
I mean, she still has some muscle tone. If you look at the arms,
but compared to Wonder Woman,
I mean, Wonder Woman's a Greek goddess, so.
Yeah, and then we have a decolored version. Then we have a line work version. This looks badass. This looks badass.
That is movie cover worthy.
That is movie poster. By the way, James Gunn, can we get this as a movie?
I would have this on my wall. Dear
Yes.
God, this is good.
Yes, this is bad ass.
Yeah.
Then we have some Yanni
Ooh.
Paquette art. I like that one. And then we have the line art one. This was not bad.
A little cartoony, but hey, it's all good, you know.
This one's nice. I like this one a lot.
Not my favorite, but it's still good.
I love she's writing Batman. This one I like. Yeah. So basically, it's like Ranger pairings. But I like this. By the way, yeah, that's not going to work.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
I think the best variant cover we have seen is this one. Hang on. Yeah, this is the best variant cover, I think, of the whole bunch. This is awesome.
Yeah, I want a print of it.
And then can you imagine on the bottom it says a Zack Snyder movie? One of the original developers behind Gears of War put Zack Snyder next to Gears of War and says, "Yep, that's right. I said it."
Honestly, Zach probably would do a good Gears of War movie, to be fair.
I would love for him to do a good Halo movie. He would do a way better job.
Imagine they announce a Halo movie and it's being directed by Zack Snyder.
Based upon what I've seen so far of Rebel Moon, I would be fine with that. But anyway, back to this. Yeah, me too. I give it a 10 out of 10 because, yeah, I'm not as big of a Power Rangers fan as Nick is because, I mean, dweeb. But I'm a fan enough that they got all of the essential hits that you need. They do new things that fit with the universe, like Brainiac taking over the Zords. Totally see that happening. And the scene where when the Power Rangers gear up as DC superheroes, I was like, yeah, that's awesome.
So yeah, covering this story was honestly no brainer for Comixwatch because I'm a Power Ranger fan. Both me and Jared are Justice League fans. So it was like a perfect book. If there was ever a book made for this show, it was this. Mm-hmm. And if there's anything you want us to review, please let us know. Jared, thank you for your lovely commentary for this book. You did a great job.
Thank you.
And everyone.
And wait. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share this. And again, like our illustrious host has said, make sure to put in the comments if there are any other books that you would like us to cover, because we're open to suggestions, whatever you guys want us to do.
All right. And then before we go, I figured I'd give a little bit of a promo to our favorite bird, just kind of still on time waiting for the
it's screeching time.
About that, yeah, pretty much.
It's almost like it's Morbin time.
So yes, Jared has had a problem. It seems like he's been developing too much cringe.
That long pause after I said it's Morbin time, I knew you were doing that.
Well, I was doing something. I had to exit that window and do that. So
I appreciate you inconveniencing yourself.
All right. So these episodes go live on Wednesday. We record them on Monday. So this is as of Monday. And yes, the project is funded. It has 5 days to go. If you have not backed Screecher, please consider doing so. We have hit 1,800. I'm hoping we can at least reach the $2,000 stretch goal. If not, you've already got me $300 over the goal. That is awesome, guys. You guys are awesome, all right? So if nothing else, you guys have done your job. So
why don't you tease the audience as to what the $2,000 stretch goal is and kind of get them a little incentive?
Actually, Jared, could you talk for a moment? I need to run to my car and grab something.
Of course he does. So anyway, as our illustrious co-host has brought up, yeah, so it definitely back Screecher. It's super fun. But back to Power Rangers real quick. I might as well talk about this. And the thing about this, like Nick said earlier in the episode, yes, it has that trope of crossovers where the heroes meet, they fight, they realize, hey, we're not so different, you and I. Let's team up and fight this bigger threat. So yeah, it has that trope, but again, like Nick said, it does it in a way. The execution is where it saves it, because any lesser book wouldn't be able to nail an execution. And this gives credence to my belief that really Tom Taylor excels as a writer if he is in the if he's in the Elseworlds title. Oh, Nick got a package.
So remember how I said that one of the bonuses for Screecher, like for the goodie bag, are stickers? Well, I ordered one of the 2 stickers you can get, and I think they came in the mail today.
Ooh.
I'm opening we're doing an unboxing, people. I have not even seen these stickers yet. So you guys are gonna get a live reaction. And yeah, so yep, here they are. And oh, look at this, Jared. Look at that.
Nice.
So for the people who ordered the goodie bag tier, you will get 2 stickers. These are one of them. And I just got these in today. I just put them out of the bag right now. You saw me unbox it. So yeah, I got these in the mail today. I haven't posted them online. Literally the first time I'm even seeing them. So yeah. Back Screecher if you can. If not, you guys have already done your job. I thank you so much. So Jared, any final words?
May the power protect you.
And on that note, as a Phoenix Press, remember, I can only show you the door. You're the ones to walk through it.